Is everything turned on? Mike's Hey, I got it. Bobby, go ahead.
Good evening. Hope you're all doing well. Will you stand? Stand and lift your voice as we sing I'll Fly Away. Good. Okay, we're going to take off. If you will, please remember Miss Gail Simpson. She has gallbladder surgery tomorrow. And she'll be having that removed. Also, remember, if you will, Miss Wanda Griffin. She has a catheterization in the morning. So remember her, please. Also remember Miss Nellie Vine. She's still in rehab and not really gotten any better. They've been working with her. I don't know. So please remember her. Miss Carol Smith. She got to come home today, correct?
What you got to do is
I went and saw her the other night before the catheterization. They're family fine. She's home. And continue to pray for her.
If he gets to
Is there anybody else that I'm missing? Okay. Also remember Brother Danny Chris.
I mean, it's live.
His father passed away on Monday. Is that correct? Monday evening. He had been on dialysis for about 5 years. And anyway, he's not hurting anymore. And he's in glory. And so please remember Brother Danny. Tomorrow night at, what's the funeral home's name, Brother Danny? Davidson Funeral Home in Lexington. And the visitation is from 6 to 8. So that's tomorrow night in Lexington at Davidson Funeral Home. And then the funeral will be Friday at 2 p.m. And how do you say that? Arrington Heights Free Will Baptist, also in Lexington. So please remember them in prayer. CJ and I will be leaving in the morning bright and early, flying to the sunny state of Iowa. And so pray for us. I preach quite a bit, so I just really desire your prayers. And of course, CJ's going to be singing, so we'll be back late Sunday night. So David will be preaching Sunday morning, so be praying for him. I know he'll appreciate that. Okay, anything else that I missed before we pray? Of course, remember Miss Linda Bowman. She's at home, but still battling cancer. Remember her. Anyone else? I feel like I'm missing somebody. I think I got everybody. Okay, of course, Josh's mom. Yes, sir.
She's down her back.
Okay.
She's done something to her. We took her to Baptist today, and they're going to do an MRI next week. They just got on an anti-inflammatory right now to figure out what's going on.
Okay, let's make Miss Elizabeth. All right, let's go roll in word of prayer. And then, teams, you can go to your room. Father, we love you. We thank you, Lord. We lift all these petitions up to you, and Lord, your perfect will be done in each. And I just pray for Brother Danny that you be with him these next few days and weeks. And Lord, as the funeral approaches on Friday and visitation tomorrow night, just give him some strength. And Lord, just reminisce great memories. All was saved. Lord, there's a hope and there's a peace in us. We believe in the resurrection, and we believe that he is with you right now because of his faith and your finished work on the cross. And we thank you for your love for us, and I pray for all these others we mentioned. And please go with us throughout the rest of the service. In Christ's name, amen. All right, teams. See you guys.
After the seniors will be meeting at 11 o'clock in the morning to be there and potluck lunch.
Okay, the seniors, 55 and up, we'll meet here tomorrow at what time? 11 o'clock. The poker starts at 11:30. You said potluck. I'm sorry. No, they'll be playing Uno and y'all bring and potluck. So it'll be a lot of fun. Y'all come on out. Miss Gail, when you get through, you come on up. All right, tonight we have something special. The deacons and I spoke back in November, 1st December, about bringing on some more deacons. And these two men were the first ones come up with all of them. And that was Shannon Craddock and Joshua Hudgens. And so what we're going to do is we're going to let them give a brief testimony with their families. And then next week, we will vote on them as starting serving as deacons here as soon as the vote is over. But let me just tell you what I know about them, and I promise I won't tell all of their testimony, okay, because I want them to do it. But Shannon and Heather came here, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. It was 2013. And they've been faithful ever since. And Josh and Haley, of course, Haley Haley was born right here. And Haley has been here literally since the day, 2 days after probably, I don't know. She's been here a long time. And was raised here. Josh came in after they were dating and then got married. And been faithful ever since. And it does my heart good to see young people, and I'm not a young person anymore, but when I see young people just in the midst serving God and not missing a step. And I appreciate that. I appreciate their faithfulness. And so I'm going to have, if they will, because the baby's probably going to need to be fed here pretty soon.
He's eating right now.
Okay, never mind.
So they might want to go first.
All right, never mind. Never mind. All right. We're going to go to the cracks. So, guys, come on. And I'll let them share their testimony. And y'all stand together and do it. See, yeah, whatever.
I really love this church. I love serving here. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate what God has done in my life. He's led my family here, and you guys have been wonderful to us. You welcomed us with open arms, and it has truly been moving and an experience that I'll never forget, and I want to do all I can to serve the church. I would say that 16 years old in Thomasville at Southgate Baptist Church, I wasn't raised in church, didn't know much about it. 2013, Mr. David Jones, who works with me, talked a lot about Pastor Casey and what goes on here. Kind of got my curiosity up. My wife and I was looking for a family church. We came and visited, and we've never walked away.
Ditto. Let's see. I was saved at 17 in a primitive Baptist church, and I went to church, but I didn't know what the church was all about. And then I was saved again when I became pregnant with Trace, and kind of fell away. But we kind of got back together, regrouped, and we've ended up here. We're thankful to be here. Like Shannon said, you guys have welcomed us, loved us, let us serve along with you, and we're thankful for that and the love that you give to our family as well. So we really appreciate it.
Amen. Thank you, guys. See, that wasn't hard at all. Ready?
We're good.
Okay.
For now.
All right. Yeah. Yes.
Can I get away with just holding him up here for a few minutes? Go and sit back down. My walk with the Lord didn't really start for me until my freshman year of college. I think the Lord kind of led me to Greensboro College for that specific reason. I certainly had other plans for myself, but that's where I ended up. And once I got there, I found that I had a group of teammates around me that were already believers. They already had Bible study established, and they invited me in, and that was kind of where it started. I was lucky enough to attend a few different retreats with other college golfers around the country and hear their testimonies and their walks with the Lord. And it took a while, but with the help of my teammates and other mentors along the way, I accepted Christ at the end of my freshman year, and just been trying to grow in the Lord ever since. I had known Haley at the time, but we really didn't start talking a whole lot until a little while after that, and we've just been growing in the Lord, and now we've got this guy to raise up. So that's kind of where my story started, and we're just going to continue to serve as best we can.
I have been here my entire life. I don't remember how old I was when I got saved, but I remember where I was. I was in the what is now the youth room, and the children's church director, who's no longer here, they would always have like little puppet shows and stuff. And I was very young, probably maybe 8 or 10, something like that. But I've been very fortunate to not have to worry about to have a giant come to Jesus moment in my life. A lot of people have those, and I don't. But I think that's probably a good thing, because I was able to be raised in a good place by good people.
who equipped me with good decision-making skills, and I don't feel like I was ever forced into being here or being a Christian, but it was just a decision that was easy for me to make. It felt like a natural thing to do. So, that's all.
All right, I won't make Levi go through that anymore. All right, well, we can come off live stream and so forth. You've heard their testimonies, and honestly, they serve already in a number of ways. But tonight, what I want to do